Hello, my friends. Today is day 54, and we're reading Numbers chapter 1 through Numbers chapter 2. And today is a new beginning for a new book of the Bible. And firstly, we're thankful that we were able to get to all of these books in just a short period of time. If you're not yet a part of the yearly Bible reading program, you can still register by clicking the description box below, and there you will find a link that will take you directly to the YouVersion Bible app, and there you will find an invitation to join a community of believers reading the Bible every single day and leaving feedback on the things they are learning. So we will invite you to be a part of the community. Now, we just finished on yesterday the book of Leviticus, and now we're starting a new book, starting in the book of Numbers. And we just did 2 chapters today, but what we're finding here is the nation of Israel is now preparing to enter the promised land. And we're going to discover that what is supposed to take merely 40 days to travel from where they are to where they're going, it's going to take about 40 years to do that. All of about 38, 39 years are covered in the book of Numbers. And this is the period where we kind of understand why they are wandering and what happens during that experience and how we get to another generation inheriting the promised land instead of the one that actually exited out of Egypt. But when you look at chapters 1 and 2, you'll discover that the nation, firstly, the nation of Israel has grown in a way that we never thought possible. And truly, we are seeing God move forward in this promise that he made Abraham, that his descendants will be as numerous as the stars of the sky. Well, obviously, at this point, it's not quite there yet, but this is a very good start, and we can see how it's moving in that direction where there will be descendants that will be as numerous as the sky, if you will. Now, when you look at chapter 1, we see that there were 12 tribes, as we all know, which were the 12 sons of Jacob. And we see that just the military force, the men of Israel who were 20 years old, numbered 603,550. That's the men that were 20 years old or older. And these individuals had responsibilities of contributing to their society, following the code of Moses, the law of Moses, as strictly as they possibly could. And we see that they are building somewhat of an army and an organized format of moving from place to place just as they get into the promised land. And so what we're seeing here is a development of a nation. These troops, if you will, are becoming a serious threat. They are now organizing in a way that we've not seen before, and we can credit this to God's providence and His protection and His furtherance of the plan that He had going all the way back to Abraham. So these two introductory chapters will help us understand just how Israel became as organized as they did, and then how they will approach removing the Canaanites, Perizzites, Jebusites, Hittites, Amorites, and all those other citizens of the land. They are forming into this nation that will defeat their enemies as they approach the promised land. Now, it's important to say that this is not them saying we are finally strong enough to do this. It's just the organization, the strategy that is needed to operate in the will of God and in the power of God. And I think here is a great opportunity to share that just because we're structured, strategic, creative, organized, disciplined, even as much as I hate this word, even institutionalized, it doesn't mean that we rely on those things alone. We simply use those things as we rely on the Holy Spirit, and we find ourselves successful and efficient. And I think this is what they're going after here, because after all, this is not just a spiritual community, as powerful as that is, but this is an organized nation that is indeed a spiritual community as well. So we have a few more things that we'll read as we read through these chapters, but we're off to a great start, and we're going to continue to read through the book of Numbers and see how does Israel get to the promised land and what stumbling blocks they encounter on the way there. Well, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Take care, God bless, and remember, live by the word.